Hello, welcome back for our next episode of Welcome to Madison. I'm excited to see what everybody gets up to tonight. Before I hand it on over to Nikki for to run our game for us, just going to say a few quick words about our sponsors, which are Fundamental RPG. It is a simple D20 system that's not tied to a genre, so you use it to play any style of game that you would like, from high fantasy to sci-fi and everything in between, such as games like this, because this is actually running on Fundamental RPG. You can pick up the physical copies on Amazon, or if you prefer a PDF, you can grab that at coffee.com/raven. Like it's spelled at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Our other sponsor is Die Hard Dice. They sell incredible polymer and metal dice sets and accessories. You can find their stuff at dieharddice.com. I highly recommend looking up the Embers Kazan set, Cazn. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then if you use the code FUNRPG, all capital letters, all one word, you can get 10% off your entire order. And then if you want to catch up on this show, any of our Twitch shows, or any of our past seasons, you can do so right here on YouTube. Just go to the playlist section, or you can catch most of it over at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. And that is everything. So Nikki, I'll go ahead and pass it on over to you to do intros and take it away.
Okay, I can't look at my screen right now, so I yes, please. I'm sorry.
I didn't expect to go first, but hi, I'm Goo Honey, also known as X the Transient. I'm the founder of Goo Honey Comics and a freelance illustrator focusing on character design. Today I'll be taking on the role, finally, for my first episode of Autumn Sanguinius, the COO pizza company that has just moved to Madison, and a baseball bat fanatic. I'm hoping that we get in some fun. It'll be a good time.
Fantastic. Next, Forda, tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Forda. You can find me over on Twitter at FordaFair. I play games. I do illustration when I have the spoons for it, and I'll be playing Sherry. I can't think of anything better to call her than a misplaced Disney princess.
An ingenue.
Yep.
Amazing. Next, normally we would have Josh with us, just at Hobox on Twitter. He plays Poe. Definitely give his Twitter. Wow, words are really hard today. Go check out his Twitter is what I was trying to get to. He's pretty cool. Next, we've got Rand. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Rand. You can find me on Twitter at Rand Plays Games. I do writing, game streaming, and some game design. Today I am playing John, a very nervous young man who probably shouldn't be here. There we are. That's him. That's his whole character.
I love that. Next, we've got Em. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
Yeah, I'm Emily. I'm at Timberdoodles on Twitter. I'm a digital artist, and I play Don. He's a NASA JPL engineer, and he knows a little bit about the town, enough to know he definitely doesn't want to be here and would like to leave as soon as possible.
All right. And then, Nikki, tell us a little bit about yourself and this really cool world that you've put together for us, and take it away.
I am JPot7575 on Twitter, and this takes place in my world where there's time travel. Apparently, there's towns that aren't really towns. Then there's a cornfield, and I'm going to get us started. Rand, could you do me a favor and describe John for me?
Did he get his hoodie back?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, you can't see much of John at all. He is wearing a giant, really old black hoodie with like a cracked print on the front that is like indistinguishable from age. It's massive. It gives him like sweater paws, so you can only see like the very tips of his fingers. But you can see he has like slightly chipped black nail polish. And the very like tip of his chin and his nose, like everything else is hidden. So you can tell he's very pale, but not much else. Apart from the hoodie, which is most of his body, he's wearing black skinny jeans and black Converse. The skinny jeans are a little ripped up. The Converse are very beaten up. Oh no, it was snowing earlier, so he's wearing sensible boots rather than his Converse, actually. So yeah, black snow boots. And you can see he's got like some silver jewelry rings on. You can't really see his face. You can't really see anything other than the hoodie. He is a marshmallow boy.
Okay. Well, someone fitting that description walks it. I'm not saying it's John, but they look just like that description. And they walk into a pizza shop, which I want Goo Honey to describe, because that's her character's pizza place.
Reese's Pizza Cafe is a baseball themed pizza shop. It's new in Madison. It's fairly large. The bottom floor is the pizza area, and the second floor is a kind of Tokyo style arcade with wall-to-wall games inside. Down below, in the pizza area itself, it has memorabilia, mostly pictures of other games and photos of Reese Smith, who was a baseball player for the Yankees and is her older stepbrother.
Okay, so this person walks into the store demanding to talk to a manager or the owner.
Man, demanding. Holy shit, this is definitely not John. Oh, the other thing I'll say is he's really tall and has terrible posture. Like he's probably like 6'6", but he looks like he's about like 6 foot tall because he slumps that badly.
Well, this person has good posture as they walk in.
Jesus Christ. A giant, a horrifying, terrifying giant.
And they want to talk to somebody in charge. Probably Autumn.
You mean Charles?
Sorry.
I think most of the workers would panic because she shows up in the morning and she's really hard to find the rest of the day and just happens to pop up here and there with a random assortment of goods that she didn't have when she arrived there at the beginning of the day, and often seeming pretty sketchy. So I think at some point she would kind of stumble from the back, dropping some like random assortment of chains and other jewelry, and kind of look up at this giant guy. Can I help you with something?
Yes, I am Pedro. I'm running for mayor, and I want to set up some campaign papers here right now, please.
That's a helpful
There has
way
never
to do
been a
this.
man who looks less like a Pedro than this man.
Well, this is Pedro.
Oh my God.
I want you to vote for me.
Let me see one of your campaign flyers. She'll kind of shuffle her stuff into one arm and reach out her hand.
He hands
She
over
doesn't
just a generic flyer. It says, vote for Pedro. And it's just the person you see just like smiling.
Wait, is he still wearing the giant hoodie in the
Yes.
campaign picture? Amazing.
Yes.
Don't you think that people think you're a little peculiar?
Yes, I need a place here to set my campaign up, and I need a place for my crowd of people to come and enjoy your pizza.
Do you have money, Pedro?
Yes, I have money. What do I look like? He just hands over like a huge
I'm not
stack
sure
of
what you
money.
look like. Her eyes will
Pedro.
kind of light up, and as he's handing out the money, the paper will drop and the money will enter her hand. I see. And when are you wanting to set this up? Is there a time?
I will go out and get my people and be right back.
Oh, you meant today.
Yes.
Hey. Yeah, sure. Hey, everyone else, all of you leave unless you have this much money per person. And as no one leaves, she'll kind of just like shuffle people out. She doesn't seem very intimidated. She's only like 4'11", but is very like powerfully athletically built from lifting weights and hanging out a lot in batting cages. She's barefoot, carpenter pants, tank top, covered in sawdust. Doesn't really know why. Strawberry blonde hair is like in a tight ponytail, and she has really serious looking powder blue eyes that she'll turn back and look at him with. I think we'll
gonna
need
tell
more
all
money
people-
than this, though.
Oh, I have plenty of money. And he's going to tell all the people to vote for Pedro.
Right. Yeah. Vote for Pedro for sure. For
And he's
sure.
just going to hand over tons of money out of his pockets.
Where are they all
Just gotta,
fitting?
like,
Those jeans are
stuck it-
so skinny.
Who knows? He's just pulling out tons of money. He really should not fit in his pockets, but he's got stacks and stacks of cash.
She'll kind of, I'll pile it up on the table and then kind of just nod. Don't just get your stuff set up. I guess I'll be here counting.
I have your support, correct? You'll vote for me?
Yep. Hey, Leroy, I need your help counting this real quick. We also you gotta vote for this Pedro guy. He's paying their salary today.
He's gonna turn around and leave. And I'm gonna send you a message, but now we're gonna go to where the other three are. Where are you three? Sherry and Don and John.
I guess we're walking to the pizza place to get lunch. Right?
Okay. You can be, yeah.
Sounds like a good
Get
idea.
dinner. We spent the afternoon like securing that trapdoor we found. And I was like, oh shit, it's late. We should get dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. As you walk, you do end up where the pizza place is. You'll see a big difference in architecture. There's a lot of like modern kind of dark gray buildings and like sidewalks, and I'm just gonna say it's a very, very gentrified area.
Super suburban.
Yes, and there's nice cars parked in like all of the driveways that you see. This is a really nice area. The people who live here probably don't give any trouble paying.
So sure, it was absolutely it was mad. She was out there in the cornfield completely barefoot. It would have been what, half an hour, 45 minutes from town, Don, would you say?
Yeah. And he kind of glances at his watch. Yeah, I'd say about 45, 47 minutes, something like that.
And when we found her feet weren't injured, but the walk back, obviously it took its toll, and you know, I was just concerned as to how a young lady in her condition had managed to get out there in what I assume was the middle of the night, with no jacket, no shoes, and nobody seemed to notice that she'd been missing.
And I think it would be an understatement to say the doctor a malpractice suit would have been a slap on the wrist compared to what he probably should be getting.
Well, one hates to speak ill of a professional, but I certainly wouldn't recommend him. And John says that with like, clearly this is the most damning statement he could give.
You say professional, but is he? Is he really?
To be fair, I'm not sure that man ever went to medical school. And nevertheless, you missed quite a lot while you were at Target.
I guess so. And this entire time she's been just kind of like looking between one and the other and just kind of like bouncing between them like a lost puppy. Just like, what? No, who is this woman?
Her name is Sheila. We sent her to your aunt's so that she could have a bit of a sit down and a rest after her ordeal today.
Oh, all right. And where had she been coming from? Like, how did all that way?
She just ran out of the cornfield, and I don't recall how we got there.
No, I am missing some time.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
morning.
judging by the tracks, we walked out there, but I don't remember actually doing that. It's very unsettling.
Yes. Or why it was just Don and I. That was also a little confusing.
Yeah, that would be a bit strange. Did you take any notes, maybe? You tend to take notes and all, John.
Well, yeah, I mean, I at least tried to chart our course back to the town.
Yes, I do have notes. And John will pat down his hoodie, look confused, pat it down a second time, and pull out his notebook. Yes. And curiously, there are some notes that I don't remember taking. Specifically, some notes of things that Don had said, apparently. So, if you'd like to take a look, I'm quite happy to show you.
I think I would. And you have no memory of that conversation, Dawn?
No, none. And I think I would have remembered trying to explain the difference between the known and the visible universe to somebody, and pocket dimensions.
But
And
we did run into Poe later, and he said he remembered some more than we did.
which was also very unusual, but
Yes.
That's
So-
weird.
So sorry. So you're on your way, and this to say that Nina's texting people behind you all, and you do find a pizza shop.
Oh, well, this looks charming and very, I think the term's Americana? Is that right?
Yeah, I guess it could count as Americana, baseball and all. Although I don't think very many modern Americans are super into baseball, but maybe that's just my part of the country. Anyway.
Well, nonetheless, it will be fun to investigate. And John will open the door for Sherry to go in first.
Oh, thank you. She just kind of trots inside, looks around.
it's a little
We'll
awkward.
continue to
because
hold the door for Don.
Dawn reached for the door at the exact same time.
Too slow.
So he just kind of awkwardly says thanks and walks in.
Yeah, Nina's
John has
pizza's
one
by you, so-
chivalry today.
So I'm going to assume everybody gets inside of the pizza place.
Is it empty?
I think everybody got kicked out so that Pedro could campaign.
Oh, it's and my watch is saying it's about 7 o'clock. Shouldn't there be people here for dinner?
Do you think maybe it's a front? And she says, like, super quiet.
I think I'd look over from counting the money at the table. Oh, are you here with Pedro's campaign?
I'm sorry.
You're
Me?
Pedro, right? Yeah, you just paid me all this money for your campaign. We've been waiting a
John
bit.
actively looks over his shoulder.
Dawn gets this look on his face, like, what the?
No, my name is not. No.
This is my friend John.
Yes,
Actually,
I'm John.
maybe. Do you think it might have something to do with that span of time you two lost?
You think I assumed a Spanish name and decided to campaign for mayor?
Don't mind the
Not-
stuttering.
Maybe that doesn't actually make active sense, but I don't think much in this town does at this point.
Yeah, perhaps, I suppose.
Either way, John, Pedro, you've already paid me the money so that you can campaign here. And you've had me clear out all your other customers. So are you wanting to run for mayor? I mean, they've already gone out to get the banners and stuff.
I'm English. I don't think I can.
I'm not really familiar with laws of Madison.
I thought
But
that was an American one, that you had to be American to hold an American political office.
Well, to be president, yes.
And to be senator or representative, sure. But, actually, I don't think it's, maybe it is a necessity at the local level. I don't actually know.
Well, I mean, on a personal level, I don't feel like I'm responsible enough to look after a whole town.
So what's your
I
platform,
don't-
John? What's your platform?
I don't. Is that Nina?
Yeah.
John just kind of like shrinks in a bit more, like fully turtles inside the hoodie. Is like, okay, I suppose if I were to camp, I would proper medical care seems appropriate at the moment.
Dawn kind of emphatically gestures towards John and goes, yes.
You two don't look like the type of people who would usually hang out together. Or is this your campaign manager? She kind of gesture between Dawn and John.
I'm not running. I'm not. And he just looks at Don with like absolute panic.
I'm sorry, but I'm having a hard time believing you can't just come in here a little more hunched over and say, well, no, I'm not Pedro, I'm John. It doesn't work like that. You already paid me the money and I've already shut down my restaurant.
Maybe John has a secret life.
I just love also the voice is so very different. Like he didn't have an English accent the last time he was here.
No.
The body language was different.
So the kitchens are all shut down already? Okay.
Are you hungry? What kind of, you know what? I'll stand up and just kind of toss the money on. What kind of pizza do you want?
Oh, I was
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Good.
Got it.
But
Got it.
yeah.
She's walking towards the kitchen.
Thanks.
Oh. John very
Leroy.
sadly and quietly just says, like, I'm vegetarian. Like she's already left. Like,
Oh no. Oh.
Mina just takes a seat.
I imagine Leroy's some high school kid who's just been left to count all this money. It's like his first job. It's a whole table.
So, somebody, sorry, go ahead.
As they're sitting down, Sherry was just like, so I guess we have someone impersonating you now.
not again.
What?
What?
Again?
It was John just stops.
Is this
Tell us,
because I
John.
wrote on that flyer? I feel like this is because I wrote on that flyer.
I think it must be.
Somehow.
Who impersonated you before, John?
What? I don't think it's relevant, Nina. I hardly think that
not sure
it's
that matters.
related.
So
We're in this town and somebody already is copying you. Is it the same person? Are we in trouble? Are you in trouble?
No, I don't think I'm in. I wouldn't think I'm in trouble. No, I don't think I'm in trouble. And John's doing that like nervous thing where he like pushes the tips of his fingers together.
So
Which, yeah, with the sweater paws is only barely visible.
tiny little. Oh. Okay. So okay.
My question
just like
is, if you wanted to impersonate someone to become a public figure, surely you would pick someone who looks more
Like a public figure.
Yes, I feel like of the three of us, I would probably impersonate. Don looks very professional.
I appreciate it, but again, you're assuming that anything here makes sense.
Yes,
So
you
Dawn,
are correct.
you said you wrote that on a poster. Did you do it where people could see you write it?
I didn't assume anybody other than the people in our group maybe saw me do it.
Well, it was just you, me, and Sheila, right? At the time.
So, you think Sheila impersonated you?
But no,
I don't
it
think
was
she's got the height.
before that. I don't.
I don't know. Somebody probably saw you write that, on the poster and.
So
copied
wait,
you?
what was written on the post?
I was just kind of bored. I had a Sharpie in my pocket, and I might have. I mean, the flyers are everywhere, like borderline fire hazard everywhere, and I was bored, so I just kind of wrote "vote for Pedro" on one of the posters as we were going by, because why not? Just trying to keep my sanity a little bit.
So, and she kind of sits back a little bit and just like, so this might sound a little bit off key, maybe. That's not the right word. Can we rule out magic?
I don't think
I'm
at all we
saying
could.
that's
I don't think we can
real,
roll out
but-
magic at all.
That's a silly thing to believe in on the one hand, but at the same time, people don't just suddenly start bleeding randomly from holes in their hands and feet that they didn't have prior, and random people don't walk out of cornfields from who knows where.
Georgia. She said if she was from Georgia.
Georgia. This is
Yes.
not Georgia.
I don't think so.
Well, there's the whole pocket dimension edge of the known universe thing too. So unexplained / currently unexplainable phenomena. Certainly not out of the question.
I would say that magic certainly has a fairly high chance of being involved here, and John will nod decisively and pull out his notebook.
So can any of you use magic? Where's the pizza? I'm hungry.
Oh yeah.
No.
Her.
How would you
yeah,
know if you could do
Autumn's-
magic?
I mean, it's like a tingly feeling in your feet connected to the ground. And we'll put the pepperoni pizza in the center of y'all's table.
Nina's like, well,
I mean, that's
don't
what I've
know
heard.
magic, but these holes feel tingling in my hands.
That's
She's got stigmata wounds.
I don't know if
Why not?
have those been seen by a doctor or anyone.
Yeah,
Yes.
He stitched him up and gave me some medicine, and he had to. He was a little busy.
Yeah, he was busy, all right.
He was busy. Yeah, that.
Maybe that's mean.
No, I'd say
No.
under the circumstances, that's entirely appropriate.
Did y'all kill somebody? I should probably know that
No.
before you just
No.
gotta eat in my restaurant.
There's
mean, I
one cop
wouldn't-
in this town. They can't do anything about it if they did.
That's not the only reason you shouldn't murder people, Nina.
Very far from it, actually. Why is murder the first thing you
Hold
jump
on.
to?
So you murdered a
I didn't
cop
jump to
and
murder.
then
I didn't
No,
know.
we didn't murder anybody. I mean, given why I guess he wouldn't be the most likely. He
What?
did seem rather. Never
Honestly,
mind. I'm
that-
rambling.
that
Do you
man-
have just? I just need. Do you have any? Do you have a soda fountain or something? I just need some caffeine.
yeah, there's a soda fountain right over there. I'm gonna go look outside real quick. Y'all,
Great.
you weren't like followed here or anything. There might be a lot of things in here that
Why would we be followed here?
you I can't trust you at all. So I don't know, Pedro, John. I'm just gonna go look outside.
John will finally like push the hood back from his face, like gesture, and be like, "Do I look like I should be called Pedro?"
That sounds like a trap. That sounds like a trap question. I'm gonna go look outside. And as she turns around, you'll see that she has a full back piece tattoo. It covers her shoulders and all the way down to her tailbone, and it kind of looks like an ornate face made out of rune work. It seems to kind of shift a little bit as she moves.
That's
Never
nice ink.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was voluntold to get it. And she'll
Oh,
kind of
that's-
get to the door, look outside.
That's a lot less nice, actually.
Yeah, Dawn looked actually impressed by the tattoo until the voluntold part.
There is a yellow boat that's parked right in between like two parking spaces and Crooked outside, and somebody's putting a bunch of boat for Pedro posters up.
But Dawn recognized this boat.
Yes.
Nikki, could I have an education roll on the runes on that tattoo?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to assume that I can add research to that.
Yes.
Can I also add horror fan?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 27.
Nice.
Okay.
What is up?
Yeah, you can say it.
Yeah, okay. If you have any kind of arcane knowledge, the tattoo rune work is a kind of form of lower angelic fused with demonic that makes up a kind of gateway spell that lines her back and seems to be, on closer inspection, writing itself continuously. A tattoo that continues to write itself on her skin and grow. You can kind of see that it's already covered the back of her arms and is trying to write down in almost half sleeves.
John immediately begins to write in his notebook feverishly.
Meanwhile, Don has gotten himself some soda and sees the boat out in the parking lot and almost drops the soda and immediately texts Ben to see if he somehow got the thing. Like, did you get this thing to Madison?
Why is there a boat outside?
There's a boat outside. What color is it?
It's yellow.
Nina jumps up and runs outside.
Well, I'll kind of move out of the way of the door.
Yeah, she doesn't say excuse me or anything.
Did y'all park this boat? It's not. Can you at least put it in a parking
I'm
spot?
pretty sure that it wasn't out there when we walked in.
And it's
You're
not
like the
it's
Oscar
not
Wiener mobile.
Ben's. The boat disappeared, but Ben wouldn't know where it is.
We
Oh,
walked.
that's quite unusual.
So what do you do? There's a boat. There is some interesting tattoos.
John begins to tear the crust off one of the pieces of pizza and nibble on it.
I'll narrow my eyes. How dare you?
Just the crust. He's just eating the crust. He can't eat the rest of it. He's a vegetarian.
Can I get you something else to eat, John?
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't want to put you out. I could just, and he just kind of holds up the crust sheepishly.
But Leroy, take his order. He's already paid for everything here, whether he's John or Pedro or whoever he happens to be. Also, your people are putting posters in places they probably shouldn't put them out there. I'm gonna go see if I can get them to stop doing that. Is that okay? Was that included in your fee?
I don't have any people.
I should have never taken this money. I should have never taken this money. I'll go outside to see what's going on with the people putting up posters in the boat.
They're putting them everywhere. And Nina's just like looking at the boat, kind of disappointed. And she gets like a poster handed to her, and she like balls it up and throws it at the person.
Yeah, Don also, after he drinks like almost a third of the soda in almost one go, sets it down on the table and then rather quickly goes outside to look at the boat.
Sherry, do you know anything about this boat? They seem very excited about the boat.
I think I remember Nina talking about her friend's boat, but that was a while ago.
I sort of assumed the boat would be on the water.
Me too.
That is
But
just a
some
boat
people
in a
tow
car
them
park.
around places, and they're not really actually seaworthy.
That's true. That's true.
This place is just so weird. It picks up a piece, one slice of this pizza and starts nibbling it kind of sadly.
The crust is good though.
Yeah,
Do you want to do a check Sorry, Blue Honey, you want to check on the boat at all? For
Yeah,
Autumn?
I'd like to see what it's all about. I'll step closer. So I'm guessing you all have some kind of attachment to this here boat.
Yeah, you could say something like that. Dawn really doesn't hesitate in walking up to it.
I'll follow Dawn and kind of glance at Nina, who's already thrown something at one person. I'll make sure
Well,
to
first
go
he's gonna
around her.
look at the condition of it. Like, does it look like it's new, or does it look like it's been sitting out and falling apart?
It looks like it's been sitting there for 5 years.
Don't tell me there's a tree growing out of it too.
Yes,
Damn it.
a small one, a tiny one.
He actually yells, "God damn it."
Oh, that's cute.
Can he get the door open? Can he get the door open at least?
He can do a strength roll, and Autumn can do a knowledge roll.
Oh, that'd be a might roll.
Let me see.
Oh, a 6.
Yeah, you're not getting that door open.
Sorry, I'm still new to the system, so I'm looking for
Okay.
my knowledge roll on the sheet.
There's no such thing as a knowledge roll on the sheet. What
Oh, it's not,
what do you
I'm
want her
sorry.
to roll, Nikki?
To see if she was it education.
Okay.
Sorry.
6.
Okay, no, it just looks like an old boat.
Okay.
Can
Like, you know, it wasn't here earlier. It was not out here, but it looks like it's been taking up too many parking spots for several years.
I at least
Okay.
see through the windows to see if there's like a key in it?
No, I mean you can. It's just it looks abandoned.
Is the Australia button still there?
You can't.
This looks like it's been sitting here for a while. I don't remember it being. Was it here when I got here? Am I in the right Madison this time? I know I did this last time. I'm going trying to climb up the side of the boat to get inside because I'm
Given the
mumbling
condition
to
of the boat,
myself.
it probably looks like a normal boat that's just
Yeah,
rather old and weathered.
yeah.
Uh,
Somebody just left it there.
Can I get in it? Can I just like climb up and then is there a place to get inside of it or anything?
There
Or is it
is, but
just
it's you can't open it
okay?
unless you can do a strength check, but
It's a might check.
I
A
might
might
check. I'm sorry.
check.
Yeah, Dawn might have
But
something
do
like
that at
a.
advantage. You
All
get
that
advantage.
weightlifting.
Oh, well,
22.
Okay, you can open the door.
Okay. I think I'll grab the handle and kind of put one bare foot up on the side and kind of pull as hard as I can until it just pops open. Okay. Door's open.
Oh, well, that's handy. I didn't have to. Great. Dawn walks in and starts opening like any kind of door, cabinet, or shelf, anything looking for a key.
It you don't see a key, but it is a very large room. But everything looks really old and dusty and kind of overgrown with like vines.
No.
Yeah,
No.
y'all didn't take very good care of this boat, it seems.
It
Why does
seems
she assume
bigger.
it's our boat?
Nina climbs in and she's like, "Oh no!" But it's bigger on the inside.
It's quite roomy in here. Like I'll kind of poke my head back out and pull my head back in. How y'all doing that? Is this like
Yeah.
a weird alien boat? She'll give you a very serious look. I don't do
Um,
weird alien boats. I made a vow never to do weird alien boats.
I mean,
So specific.
My friend Janie built it,
yeah, that.
and
Wait, what?
yeah, she built the boat. Nina says.
That must have taken a really long time.
I mean, I kind of saw the plans when I was in college, and that was that was a while ago.
I could see that.
I
That makes
mean,
sense.
wasn't sure if it was just like a like a kind of a nutso thing. I mean, it was cool. But then here it actually is, but it's not functioning, and unless I can start it somehow, which I'm not 100% sure if you can actually hotwire this thing.
That seems like a design flaw. There's no way to start it without.
Autumn, you want to try to figure out how to start it if you can?
I'll like dig the vines around it before the starting area.
I'm going to give
Control
this to
panel.
you find a control panel. You might not know how to use it, but you find it. Some kind of
Okay.
strange.
So I suspect this is where you all did whatever you do with a roomy boat, right? So can you
Yes.
start it from here? Can you start it from here?
Yeah, generally speaking, but usually, you'd have to have the key in the ignition.
You need a key. Nina just kind of looks like she's thinking.
I mean,
something
there
over.
might be another way, and Don starts like looking around, like to see if there's wiring or something that he can mess with to maybe hotwire it or otherwise make it start.
Okay, you have $50.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll give you the key for $50.
Wait, you have the key?
Yeah.
Don
What is
kind of looks at it for a second
Yeah,
and
you
then
have
pulls
weird
out his
friends.
billfold and gives her 100.
Then she reaches into one of her pockets, and she has like the weird keychain, and she like goes through some keys and hands one over to you.
Don
Takes some
kind of
money.
looks at it for a second and then tests it to see if it works in the ignition.
Yeah, it works.
Man,
Totally worth it.
$50 for a
Totally
key.
worth it.
I got
I'll
100.
have to trust your word for that.
Or I
Let's
hope
see what-
it's worth it at least.
Yeah, let's see what this boat can do then.
Yeah, if it works. So he does try the key in the ignition. Fingers crossed.
He knows how to start it, so let's start. It's still overgrown.
Oh, so that's unusual, huh? That's not supposed to. I mean, it's
not supposed to start. I thought that's why we're in
no.
here.
I mean, when it starts, it's supposed to. It's not supposed to be like this once it starts.
You mean
this
all
is
drunked out?
suspicious.
Yeah, what you said.
Everybody's in the boat, correct? Or people still in the restaurant?
I think Sherry and John are just having dinner and talking.
Yeah,
Like they're just hanging
occasionally
out.
looking out of the window and seeing the people futzing around on the boat, maybe. But
This is just smash cut to the restaurant and Sherry having to order John some garlic knots because he can't ask the guy for them, but he really wants them.
probably, yeah.
So while you all are in the boat, Pedro walks in and looks at John and walks back out.
Did you see that?
I did. Hey, you! And Sherry jumps up and goes after him.
Yeah, John grabs his garlic knots off the table and runs off.
Do y'all hear yelling out there? What is going on?
Yeah, maybe there's somebody's fighting, and Nina like rushes to look.
Oh,
And mind you, Sherry is like 5'4", 5'5", maybe. Like she's trying to sprint after this tall, giant, long-legged person that looks like John and isn't John. She's probably not gonna catch him, but she's gonna
No.
try.
But she can
John's going to throw a garlic knot at Pedro
Yes.
to distract him.
What do you want to
So
roll?
Sherry can gain.
Attack?
A
So
ranged
what
garlic
attack.
knot.
Jesus. Okay.
See if you hit them. You can roll it.
John has no attack skills. Like literally none. Okay. Let's do this.
It's amazing.
How do I do this?
What do you roll? Would that give like a status effect instead of doing damage?
Smells like garlic.
Garlic, I was gonna say. Well,
Sorry,
maybe
but-
John's not a vampire, but
Maybe
A
Pedro
ranged
is.
attack. I think would be just like your attack roll for range.
Okay.
a literal attack.
Let's give it a shot. Good luck, John. 23 to hit.
Oh my god!
Nice. John
Apparently-
was serious.
Apparently, John is
right,
secretly a sniper.
It hits him like right in the middle of the head. He just turns around and stares at you.
Which gives Sherry enough time to catch up. Yes.
You have very strange friends. I imagine I'm just watching this over the edge of the boat.
Yeah, but now she can be like, there are two of them.
I feel like this
Roll
is
for
that
Pedro.
Spider-Man meme where the Spider-Mans are pointing at each other.
Those garlic knots were included.
And John sort of sheepishly calls out, they're really very good.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Pedro, or whoever you are.
If that is your real name.
Yes, that. Why are you dressed as my friend here?
Where did you even get that hoodie? That band broke up 15 years ago.
This is how I always dress.
Why do you sound like that man who was standing in the doorway before?
You know,
Oh,
actually, yeah.
He does, right?
Can I try
Also-
and like pull his hood down?
yeah, you can.
Okay.
Does he still look like John?
Yes. He's insisting that he's, I mean, Pedro.
So John is basically hiding behind Sherry, who is like a foot and a half shorter than him, just to be clear.
And on the one hand, she was like really, really sure of herself that she was gonna flip down the hood and it's gonna be like a Scooby-Doo villain. It's another guy
She can put
entirely.
down the hood because he's not going to stop you. It looks like John.
And it's just like, okay.
Does my hair always look like that? Oh,
He's gonna hand you both
I mean-
a flyer. He's like going to hand flyers over.
why do you look like me?
Why do you look like me?
But I suppose that's fair. No, I've always looked this way. And the hoodie was from a friend of mine's band, so I definitely know that you haven't heard of them because you are not English. So how would you have heard of a Cambridge folk punk band? And maybe I'm the one who's wrong. No,
You're going
I-
to vote for me. That's what you're going to do.
I'm
No.
English. I don't vote in American elections. Why
You
does
can
this
vote
keep
in-
happening?
You can vote in this election. Both of you will vote for me. And
No,
will
I
see you later.
shan't.
And he,
I
like,
don't.
walks
No,
away.
stop. You can't just do that. That's illegal. No.
Dawn kind of leans out of the boat and says, and kind of yells, "Hey, make sure check and see if any of his features are mirrored compared to yours."
Oh, that's a
What, you
good
think he's a
point.
doppelganger?
John has a bunch of scars, so it'd be really easy to tell.
The person looks just like John.
So it's not mirrored?
No, it's not mirrored.
I'm not sure if that makes it weirder or not.
So he has the same scars as well?
Yes.
When he's walking, can I have a sight? Is he walking with the same limp that
No,
I do?
No, he's not walking with a limp.
He's not. Well, that doesn't seem fair.
Can we rule out
I-
shapeshifters?
I don't think so. I thought I mean, I hadn't before, but now I definitely don't think we can. Do I have to start wearing different clothes?
No, he's probably the faker.
No, but
That's
I don't want people to think that he seems very unpleasant.
Yes, maybe he's related to that man who was trying to buy the town.
Yes.
Hey, wait, if you're buying votes, aren't you buying the town?
Yes.
This man's not Pedro at all. He's that. Wait, what did he say his name was? Something Lyle?
Yes. William?
William Lyle. Yeah.
Maybe you could try calling out to him before he leaves with that name and see if he turns around. I would do it myself, but I don't want to.
That's a great idea. And Sherry's gonna go, hey, your friend William Lyle is a poser.
He doesn't turn around, but do you want to roll a is it investigate? What is it?
Can I roll a sight, like to see if anyone else reacts?
You can, and I feel like I don't know if you guys are, yeah, you can roll sight, that's fine. You don't have to figure it out just yet.
12.
And I don't know what to roll. I don't know if it'd be a gut feeling or an
Gut
empathy
feeling.
or something. Okay,
My gut feeling.
I'll roll a gut feeling. Why not? I have no idea.
I
what
shall
just
as well.
rolled.
You get a 22.
Oh, how
What?
nice.
You all went over everything with her from last episode,
Yes,
right?
please. I'm on mute, so they can't hear me right now.
I'll bring in your salad bowl.
We
and,
can-
dressing, and you can put on how much you want.
Thanks.
So you remember them talking about somebody who was running for mayor?
I mean, we did discuss it briefly. I
Right.
just
And
don't,
he kind of acted like that?
but he didn't look like that before.
Not at all.
That's creepy.
Yeah, he acted that way, but he didn't look like John.
How do you make a shape changer turn back into their original shape?
Okay, I can definitely roll an education for that. This is my field of
Yes.
study. This is my whole thing.
Anita's gonna call out, somebody fight.
I might.
You can do
So
it, Sherry.
23 plus 25, 28.
Okay, there is supposedly some kind of spell type thing that you can do, but you just read about it and you probably didn't think it was real.
Yeah, but John tends to write down everything in case he can
Okay.
use it later. So
So it might be on his murder board somewhere, but there is a procedure. It takes a while and it's hard to get all the stuff for.
well, apparently there's a spell. We could try using that. I wrote it down in my journal, so I can have a look and pull that out.
That might be worth doing. Maybe later, though. Will it take a long time? Oh, and now I've gone and lost my nerve. Okay.
So in the boat, Nina's gonna bet who would win in a fight.
I just assume we not get in a fight, and Don is still he's trying to see.
Well, no, outside. If they start fighting outside, which one do you think is gonna win?
Ooh, John or Pedro?
Yeah.
I mean, probably Pedro.
Not
He has a lot
John.
better. He has a lot better posture. I imagine he probably has a stronger back or something.
I just assumed they not get in a fight, and Don is trying to see if the console light up or anything. Is
Let's
the
do a betting
tree
pool.
is the tree still in the boat?
Yeah. The
God,
console does light up dimly, but
God damn it!
Honestly, two Johns fighting is some teenage goth girl's fantasy. He
Nina's trying to
looks
put a
like
bet
an
in.
aristocratic vampire. Like, he does not look like his personality.
I
So
will.
I'm putting 10 in.
Sure. I will take the $10 and put it into my pocket as I walk out of the boat. Just like a casual force of habit snip.
Okay, as you start to walk out of the boat, you do notice another doorway in the wall. A wall that shouldn't be there, but there's a doorway in the wall.
Was this door here earlier?
You didn't see it earlier.
No, the boat kind of changes once you get it running. It just usually changes more, like it's not all junked out and worn down.
So it's a creepy alien boat, is what you're telling me. That's even worse than just an alien boat.
Not an alien boat.
It's not. It's usually like it fixes itself basically once it's running, but it didn't this time, and I don't know why. I don't suppose it, and he starts looking, through the console and stuff again, trying to see if there's something like broken.
Well, the Australia button is still there.
Of course it is. Yeah, there's just a button shaped like Australia in the middle of the console.
Does it take you to Australia?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it does. Apparently, according to my friend, it takes you to Kylie Minogue's vacation house.
I mean, that seems like a sure player knowledge. That's just like a way to escape a creepy town is just go to Australia instantly. I'll push open the door next to me.
It leads down off the hallway.
If I go down this hallway, is something bad going to happen to me? Like,
Gut feeling.
Oh,
I didn't hear what she said.
I said roll gut feeling, please.
Okay. 13.
Nothing bad, but it does kind of feel like not home, but somewhere familiar, like a place I'm not going to spoil anything, but a place that you've been a lot. Like it might lead there.
I'll kind of look down the hallway in an uncomfortable way. And I don't know if I want to go down. You want to join me down this hallway? I mean, it might be better if you're
yeah, maybe
making sure I
there's
don't
something.
go anywhere weird.
Maybe there's something useful. Because there's usually something useful in a room down the hallway.
Are John and Sherry coming towards the boat now? Or are they still?
I think Sherry at this point has probably come to the door and poked her head in and gone, Dawn, do you still have that Sharpie?
Don stops and pulls like the big like silver Sharpie out of his pocket and tosses it to her. And yeah, again, it's clear that the boat is bigger on the inside than it should be from how it looks on the outside.
And I feel like she like catches the Sharpie, registers the weirdness of the space, just kind of points at the far wall with the Sharpie, and then it's just like,
I know, right?
hey,
Look at this.
I will be right back.
Oh, she's gone.
John has like pulled his diary apart looking for the original spell and is like, no, I think that between the two of us we can definitely do some magic. I think that's more than possible.
And maybe this isn't the brightest thing to do untrained, but I think it's necessary. And also, and she like takes the Sharpie and like scratches out Pedro and scribbles over the person's picture on the vote for Pedro's and goes, and probably goes, and then writes Sherry and draws a little like smiley face next to it. Vote for Sherry.
We're just gonna have a
Nobody's gonna vote
town
for me.
full of doppelgangers.
And John's like, no, I think, between I have a lot of theoretical knowledge and you're very bright. So I think between the two of us, we should be fine. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. John's sort of like nodding to himself, trying to psych himself up.
Right.
We just have to find all of these ingredients.
Okay, so what's the first ingredient? It'll be like cooking,
Yes.
I think.
First ingredient is rainwater.
Rainwater. I think I've seen a few rain barrels in town.
All right. We're on the hunt. Should we let Don know that we're going?
Yeah, we should probably pop in and I should give him back his Sharpie.
Well, we might want that because we do have to draw some runes on the container towards the end of the ritual. So
Oh. Right. Okay.
So you're not going on a boat.
No.
we should let him know though.
We should, yes.
Do you have a cell phone number at least?
John's lost his phone. He's not sure where it is.
Of course.
You guys are coming
It's somewhere. It'll show up. They're going on the boat to go tell John.
Yes.
Tell Don they're going on a quest.
I would have let Dawn go first down the hallway once Jerry popped back out. I would have been like, oh, well.
First, does
actually-
does the hallway look different?
Yes.
Okay, because Don would have, I mean, he would have seen the boat recently. He had probably been working on the damn thing, or at least he would have looked at
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't look this. It doesn't look like it should when you're inside.
Well, this is very unusual. I think I'm gonna roll a gut feeling too.
Okay.
And then probably completely disregard it, even if it totally fails. Oh, critical success. I got a 28.
Oh wow. Yeah, it feels really weird. Like maybe you should not go down there. And also Nina's like standing at the doorway and like her stigmatas are looking really stigmata like. It's just like I can't go back there.
Dawn, is there like a rock or a small object, something like lying around on the floor that he could pick up and like toss down the hallway? See if something happens.
A toy ball, baseball.
Yeah, he's gonna pick that up and just toss it down the hallway and see if anything happens.
Can you roll attack so I can see how far you throw it?
Oh geez, I don't even know. That just be ranged.
Yeah.
Bees, I don't have a dice and die in there for it, so.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, regardless. Roll the 20 to hit.
Okay. So you don't hear the ball hit anything, but it does roll back at your feet from where it rolled before.
Yeah, Dawn kind of looks at it for a minute. Yeah, let's maybe not go down the hallway. That seems like a really bad idea. It didn't look like that the last time I saw it, which was not that long ago. And I hate to be a movie tropes, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Yoo-hoo. Boat friends.
Yes.
We're going on a quest.
Yes, we're off to go cast a demon out of my form. Just wanted to let you know so you weren't worried. I'm wondering how long you were planning on staying on the boat. Should we reconvene here or?
So the hallway door slams closed.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, I guess that kind of
I
took
think that's
care of itself. Maybe
time
we should
to go.
Yeah, maybe we should come back later and
I
Dawn.
think
Weren't
your
you in
boat
the
might be
hallway?
haunted.
Huh?
Weren't you in the hallway?
Oh, was Dawn in the hallway?
Yeah.
I thought he was standing in the doorway throwing a ball down
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I tested gut feeling to see if he was going to go into the
Okay.
hallway.
Yeah, it slams close. The baseball is still beside you, though.
Yeah, that's not super creepy.
Your boat might be haunted.
Yeah, it doesn't normally do that. I think maybe this is something to come back to later.
Or maybe never.
No,
Sherry's
this
trying
is
to
actually
evacuate.
probably our best bet on getting out of here, but something is clearly wrong.
So does that mean we have to fix it?
Yes, but I'm not sure. I think there might be something, maybe there's something going on in the town that we have to take care of before this thing I don't know.
You think that the status of the town and its health is reflected in the status of the boat and its health?
It's possible. It's
how very interesting.
complicated.
So the concept of sort of a genius loci situation going on, possibly. I mean, it might not be. I wouldn't know.
It's weird. Last time, apparently, the boat kind of had a shielding effect against the town and its effects, but now I don't know what's happening. And he goes to kind of take the key out of the ignition.
The key does not come out.
That also, that's also very unusual.
So you remember that movie Monster House, that one?
Yes,
Yes, we
I
were
do.
talking about it before.
Is this now Monster Boat? Are we able to leave?
John will edge towards the door. The door.
No, you can't leave. You're stuck in the boat.
Don, well, okay, obviously the key's not gonna work in the door. He still tries just to see if the door will open, like maybe he could jimmy it open or something.
No.
Please forgive the insinuation, Don, but Miss, you are very strong looking. Would you mind trying the door? This is directed at Autumn, but you have not been introduced by name, so.
I think you were muted.
Oh, God damn it. Sorry. So John
No, not
turns...
you.
Not you.
Oh, okay.
Honey's muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it was muted on my mic. I never used that one. Weird. You paid me to run the pizza shop for your campaign, not to be trapped in a boat. Now you want me to do manual labor too. This doesn't seem...
All right. So once again, I would just like to point out that you saw the other man who looked like me. I saw you see him. I saw you see him with your eyes. I don't understand why you're persisting in this. It's really quite cruel.
Ever heard of like twins who go and they trick people into thinking they're not twins and they just text each other from the inside and like, hey, come pretend to be a demon me, walk a little straighter. I mean, no offense to you or anything.
John clearly looks very hurt. He has absolutely no emotional control over his face. Like he's just not used to people looking him in the face. Like he just looks crushed.
Don kind of throws his hands up.
Oh.
You know what? Fine. Fuck it. I would rather not be stuck in the haunted boat. And he goes up to the door and he kicks it as hard as he can with his left leg. Do I even need to roll for that?
No, I think it doesn't, it like puts a dent in it, but then when you take your leg away, it goes back to normal.
Of course. And yeah, there's a hefty dent in the door where he kicked it.
That was a pretty good kick.
Thank you.
I guess that's your answer though, John. I don't think I can I don't think I could get the door like that, so we might be out of luck.
So it just opens now?
The door? No.
That's why. What is happening?
Oh,
I
right.
swear if there's some like crazy blood ritual garbage.
Do you need
Have there
blood?
been any
You need
marks of a blood ritual? Have you seen any runic circles, strange patterns, crystals, bones,
I'll be
feathers?
honest. Dawn was more interested in showing me how the boat worked, and now we're trapped inside it. I haven't really looked around that much.
Right.
I mean, you all could roll education rolls.
John loves to roll education rolls. John will definitely roll an education roll.
For runic circles and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not Dawn's field, so no bonus on that.
But he could work on trying to figure out how to make the boat run a little better.
But it did get a 17.
Okay.
31.
Wait, who got a 31?
John.
Oh, wow. So yeah, something went
This
down
is what he'd do.
yeah. Something went down in the boat. Some kind of you see like the runic circles and the spell pieces that somebody basically they didn't curse the boat, but they did some kind of curse to change it.
John will explain all of this, but with like way too much jargon. He's like, and as you can see, the influence here is actually very interesting. I think that they may be drawing on some things out of the Key of Solomon, which obviously was originally used to banish demons rather than to entrap them. But if you change some of the symbols, then you can actually use it as an entrapping mechanism. And I think that might have been what's been done here. And he's like talking with like his hands and perking up a little bit. Now he knows what he's talking about.
My face would have gotten more and more serious as he's saying all this. So it's like a demon cage is what you're telling me. Like y'all had me get into a demon cage.
Again, I don't quite understand where you're getting the "you all got me" to, because as far as I can tell, we were sitting eating dinner in your restaurant. You accused me of coming in and trying to run for public office. Then you saw a boat outside and decided to investigate of your own free will.
Yeah, nobody dragged you in here.
Well, now I'm stuck in here either way. And
yes, so are the rest of us. Cliff's notes. Dawn looks John. Cliff's notes. Is there a way to undo this that you are aware of? That would be lovely.
Possibly, but I think we'd have to do some sort of counter ritual, and I'm not sure we would have all of the ingredients for that.
Do you have those written down?
Nikki, with a 31, do I have those written down?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And John flips through his little bullet journal.
So, John, did you set this all up? You have all of this information.
No, this is my job.
Are you trying to like send us in some kind of weird portal or something?
Why is everyone blaming me?
Now
it's blaming you.
Now is not the time.
Well, I don't know.
How do you write so small? That's a lot to fit into such a little space.
Thank you. I use a special kind of Korean import pen that has a 0.01 nib, and the ink flow is really very excellent.
One of those like Sakura microns.
Yes, similar, but actually, Sakura is a little bit overrated. And John like leans in as if that's a salacious thing to say.
That's fair, but yes, is there a way to undo this?
Yes. Okay, let me have a look. All right. And he's like got this big table and he's like following it along. All right. So they use deer blood, which means that we will need Nikki, do you want me to just come up with a handful of things or?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So they use deer blood. We need some kind of holy water or oil, garlic, and he holds up the little basket of garlic knots. Like, well, that's sorted at least. Parsley and tears of a father, someone's father's tears.
Well, doesn't
So yes, holy water,
does it-
oil, garlic, parsley, tears of someone who has a child.
Dawn, start crying.
What?
What? Like on command.
Yeah. Come on, we need your tears to get off this boat. And I don't know.
I don't
how
think it
long I
works
can-
like that.
No,
You have
I mean,
kids.
to be fair, that is how it works. The holy oil or water, I think, is going to be a bit more difficult, though.
It's a cry.
Hey, wait, I have an idea. Can I borrow that garlic?
I don't like where
Certainly.
this is going.
How do you handle smells? I don't plan on putting it in your eyes or anything. That would be mean.
I mean, I like garlic nuts and stuff. I don't
There
think
might not
that's
be enough garlic
I
here,
don't
actually.
yeah, I don't think that's this is so fucking weird.
So I'm assuming y'all have the other.
Wait a minute, and he
ingredients?
looks to Nina. How did you know?
I don't know. It's just I remember it.
No, how did you know I have kids?
I just remembered it some kind of way.
Of course. Yeah, that makes
But-
perfect sense.
Then you accuse John of being the one who's probably maybe led us here, but you just know things.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
they
know
can't
some
trust
things
each other.
about you all.
I'm gonna push open the door. Does the hallway door still open?
You can open the hallway door.
I'm gonna open that door back up.
Okay.
Y'all can. I'm gonna go this way, and I'll just start going down
We're
the
going to
hallway.
go deeper into the boat.
Yeah, how much you want to bet everything else we need is down that goddamn cursed hallway?
It's really not as bad as it seems. It's just a vibe, y'all. Once you get into it, it'll feel a little better, you know. And she's already like
not really a
halfway
fan of
down.
not really a fan of bad vibes.
Well, I can't. Whenever I go by that hallway, this stupid thing gets worse than me. And like try to make a point to go down the hallway and show you that she can't, but she can.
And we certainly shouldn't let the young lady go on her own. We shouldn't split up.
I think I could handle myself. She'll seem frustrated at the thought of having to be helped by somebody else, but not be able to articulate it.
Well, I'm not staying on this boat. I'm going with you.
Are you sure you'll be okay with that bleeding?
No, but I'm not staying on this boat. They are.
But you'd be going further into the boat.
Yeah, but this is JD's boat. Eventually, I'll get out.
So here's the deal. And I'll kind of look at the others. Are y'all coming too? Because you didn't trust her a minute ago. And if y'all don't trust her, I'm not going to let her just come with me. That seems crazy, right? All of this just seems crazy.
I don't know why they don't trust me.
It might be the fact that you've continually just made stuff up for fun.
I did that at the very beginning when I first met you all.
We can't
I mean-
confirm that the other stuff wasn't made up.
You also did that this morning at the library.
What, to the librarian?
No, to me.
Oh, yeah, but you're
Again.
fun to mess with.
So
Dawn's going to
anyways,
silently follow
I've been
Autumn down the
honest with
hallway.
rest of them.
Oh no, what? Oh, okay.
I'll make sure that John is between Nina and I.
That'll do nothing for you. You look at this man, you know that will do nothing for you. He might slow her down when she falls over him. That's about it.
Oh, okay. They're doing this. And I don't have anything to collect tears in anyway, so I guess this idea I had doesn't work anyway. Okay. And
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, like a handkerchief would work. I don't know. I don't do the whole spell magic thing.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So my idea was, well, if it's just tears, it doesn't specify what kind of tears they have to be. If we were to say, wrap your knuckles with something, that might get tears generated, but it won't do you too much harm.
That would work, John will offer. It's more the holy water and or oil that's the issue.
Yes.
Unless someone here is secretly a Catholic priest.
No.
No, sorry.
Not
Mm-mm.
me.
No.
So is everybody in the hallway?
I think so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay, so
None of us
what-
want to be there, but we are here now.
Yeah.
Yeah. John's basically like, we're not splitting the party. I know horror. We're not splitting the party.
So I'm going to say I'm going to take us to a break, but before we go on break, you do find a room that is full of a bunch of spell supplies and weird stuff that probably only John would recognize, or Autumn.
Okay. I will start to pocket things while no one else is looking, as though it's a compulsion that I can't help.
And
My-
you can go ahead. What are you pocketing?
Oh, just anything I can find, really.
Are you
Anything I
looking
can
for-
find that's light and useful, particularly like certain types of driftwood and things like that. And a piece of iron, if I can find it.
Could you roll I don't know which. I need to figure out look at your sheet. I guess it would be gut feeling.
24.
Okay, you find a cloth bag and a small box, and I will you'll notice that they belong to a particular rival of yours.
Okay.
Is anybody else looking for like tears or holy oil? I mean, not tears. Holy water or holy oil.
John is going to start looking for all of the ingredients he needs. So the holy oil for this and also the stuff for the getting rid of the doppelganger spell.
Okay, I want to regret this, but can you roll again, please?
Okay. Do you want that gut feeling, education, or sight?
Education. You know
Alrighty.
what you're looking for.
He do know what he's looking for. All right, so we're starting with a 23. Can I add researcher and horror fan to that again?
Yes.
All right, 28.
Okay, you find most of the stuff that you need. You're missing a couple of really rare things.
Okay. But I have everything I need to get us out of the boat?
Yes, and a lot of the stuff for the doppelganger stuff.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm sorry.
John will click out a little like erasable highlighter and highlight everything off his list of spell ingredients. So like as he goes, so he has track of what's left to gather.
Yeah. Dawn was also looking, but also to see if he could find just any useful tools or anything that he could grab. But
Did you roll you would have to roll the same education and you can, yeah.
okay, let me. Ooh, 13.
Okay.
Thanks, Roll20. You're being really
Don't
nice to me
find
tonight.
I feel like Roll20 is making John seem like he knows fucking everything, which is great, but
It
also
is.
I'm so scared for him when the numbers come back around.
I think
Go ahead.
Sherry. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. I was just asking again.
I think Sherry started off trying to help John look for things, but then John was just like, oh, and that's over there, and that's over there. And she's like, he's got this. He's got this. And she just starts kind of just browsing and seeing what's here. if there are any interesting like books, she might try and like look at them. And like on the one hand, anyone horror savvy knows that you do not just pick up random books, but like she's trusting her gut on this. She's gonna try and vibe check these books if she finds any.
You find a book on animal handling.
Okay.
And let me see if you can find another book. Yeah, you find another one that is on, it's like a magic guidebook.
Okay.
I mean, these are in a really weird room, but so it's your choice if you take them.
I think she'll definitely take the animal one. I think she's gonna try and get a feeling for this guidebook. Like, is this a bad vibe or is this a could be useful vibe? Like, I don't know what she's gonna try.
John passing by like, oh, what's that? The little book of big magic? Interesting.
It just looks like a book.
Well, it might come in handy later, and if nothing else, we can probably ask Aunt Annie about it. Into the backpack it goes.
Y'all know to Aunt Annie. That's interesting. I didn't know if she was familiar with strangers lately.
Oh yeah, she's familiar, all right.
But I don't see that we have to. Don, that's in bad taste.
I think that's like common knowledge.
That's even so. A woman's business is her own. It's not on us to pass judgment.
I mean, it is common knowledge. You're right.
And she just let y'all leave. You know what? I think I like y'all a little bit more. John.
Everyone
okay.
keeps talking about her like she's some kind of, I don't know, like super terrible demon or something.
No, I mean, I don't know where they got that from. She's really nice. She let us stay at her house.
Yeah, I mean, she's a little bit of a recluse, but I wouldn't say she was a terrible demon or anything. Maybe. So, John, I see you know a lot about magic.
Oh,
Okay,
yes. Well, it's part of the job. And he'll kind of shrug disarmingly.
Janie didn't have this room in her boat. Something's weird here.
Yeah, that's what I said as soon as,
Yeah.
the everything happened and didn't happen that should have.
She won't have all these things. And there's a sound outside, and then we're going to take a break. Now we'll take a break.
All right, we'll be back in 15 minutes, so go grab snacks, drinks, all that good stuff, and then we'll be right back.
welcome back. We are in a strange boat in a room that has a lot of occult things in it, and we just heard something outside. What are y'all doing?
Sherry's gonna try and listen intently and figure out what it was that she heard.
John is going to freeze in place and do the same.
I'm going to look at John since I was next to him, kind of confused, and look to the noise. I guess
Sherry?
I'll move.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I went too fast.
I'll kind of start moving towards the door if no one else does. The door to the room.
John will flap a hand at you and gesture for quiet.
I guess I can try to sneak. Is there a sneak roll I can do?
14 on my hearing.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And for sneaking, I think that would be a what's that? Blend
Blend in?
Yeah.
11. Not very
Oh,
good.
Sherry got a 22 on that hearing roll.
Hell yeah, Sherry.
Try and hear as well. Oh, 13. Nice.
And so there is no sneaking happening right now. and, and Sherry, you're the only one that can hear. There's a couple of people talking about Madison. And then they're outside, they're talking, and then they start walking away.
Did I catch anything more than just that it was about Madison?
They're talking about the next person in charge.
Okay.
But you're the only one who hears that for some reason.
Weird. But I don't think she really thinks much of it because it's like, okay,
There's
got a guy running for mayor, and it's like, so she hears that and then kind of goes, oh, okay, that's not so scary at all.
But what you hear? Did you?
Just some people talking about who's going to be in charge of Madison.
Oh, thank the Lord.
I mean,
all right.
Y'all realize it was just us in the boat.
Well,
right?
yes, but I don't know if you've noticed, but there is someone walking around with my face out there. I feel like acting as though things might be creepy and scary is fairly justified at the moment.
Well, that's completely what I'm saying. We were the only ones in the boat, and now there's people walking around out down in the hallway.
Oh,
Okay,
right. Right.
Yeah, totally normal stuff.
Well, I mean, you were at a convention elsewhere, and then you walked through a door. So maybe that door on the boat didn't go to elsewhere on the boat, but elsewhere in town. Oh.
Are there any windows or anything in this room?
No.
I'd like to go around and tap on all of the walls and see if I can find a hollow spot or I'm going to do some investigating.
Yeah,
can I do some investigating?
Yeah.
Shall we call that a gut feeling?
That we are tapping at the walls, right?
Yeah.
So that would be sight.
Sight? Okay. That'll be a 24.
Of course you got a 24.
John does one thing. He does one thing, but he does it well. It's finding creepy shit.
There's one wall has a secret bookcase. One that has a reptile tank, like kind of a hidden.
Yeah.
So that's what you find, the bookcase that can be moved in a reptile tank.
Okay, I want to check out this reptile tank first.
Okay.
I'm hoping I will find a friend there. Maybe I will call him something nice, and I will have a lizard friend.
Yes, you can have a lizard friend.
Yes. Is there just a lizard in the tank? Like, what's up?
No, there's lots of different reptiles that can live together in a tank.
Okay. John immediately begins to baby talk the reptiles. Look who I found. Hello. Hello, friends. Oh, you guys are all,
What'd you
you've
find?
been fed recently, so somebody must be coming in here. I found some reptiles. There's a corn snake and a few different newts and lizards. Good variety of warm and cold hides. This is quite a good tank, honestly.
So Nina is on the complete other side of the room and not going anywhere near that tank.
Do you think maybe they've been handled by people?
Well, I can check that. And he'll go to the side of the tank and look to see if there's like a pair of handler's gloves.
Yes.
Yes, looks like it. And there's a little cooler here. Yes, I'd say fairly used to being handled.
It would be wrong to pull one of them out just to hold on to them. So I won't do that.
John's already putting on the gloves.
They're staring at you like cute eyes.
Well, I might just see if anyone wants to be handled. John is saying as he like puts the gloves on and reaches a hand into
everything
the tank.
else that's happened in the boat, are you sure that's a good idea? Because
yes.
maybe I mean we found someone or something impersonating you. Maybe that looks like a harmless coral snake and it's actually some kind of eldritch horror.
Or perhaps someone has been cursed into the form of an adorable little desert gecko and would like to be free.
Sherry, the Anna, the lizards seem to really, really like you, all the reptiles.
Oh, okay. Hey, I found an animal handling book, and she like starts flipping through it and looking for a passage on these reptiles.
Yeah, why not? But you could probably, they really like you, so you could probably just pick one up if you wanted to.
Like, John's not trying to catch anyone. He's just putting his hand in and seeing if any come over and want to be picked up.
They won't carry, but one of them will come over to you.
He will picks up like this big fat skink. It's like, hello.
Look at that chubby little guy. Okay, I'm gonna do it. And she's gonna reach in and pick up the corn snake.
Those things bite you all. I'm gonna have to get the doctor to take care of you.
I mean,
none of these are venomous.
If that's just a corn snake, I mean, you maybe use some soapy water and you'd be fine.
They bite. I know they all bite. They're going to attack you.
Nina, this is a skink.
Okay.
He eats moths, not people.
And crickets.
I should just go outside.
An unholy light enters John's eyes as he realizes that as long as he's holding the lizard, Nina will leave him alone.
She's so scared of it. It's like obvious that she's afraid of it.
All right.
You are my new
I'm gonna
best
put you back
friend,
down.
John says to the skink.
And after having handled the corn snakes, Sherry's gonna put it back, and she's probably gonna take a moment, kind of pet each of them, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna leave you alone now. Bye.
My 7-year-old daughter has a corn snake.
Yes, well, shed snake skin is very, very useful in a lot of transmogrification and shape-shifting spells. So I can definitely understand the utility in having animals such as this in an area such as this. John will say as he gives the skink like a little head pat.
Yeah, so Nina's going to open the door and go back outside.
Dawn immediately looks out the door just to see if anything in the hallway has changed. And
no, I mean there's a door at the other end of it too.
Hey, how long did it take us to walk down that hallway?
Actually, it only took a couple of minutes. Not
Couple of
7
minutes. Okay. John will put the lizard back, take off the gloves, and head over to the secret bookshelf. He hasn't said anything about it. He just heads over and opens it.
Okay, there is a swamp outside of that.
Well,
I don't think we're in Madison.
No, and that would make it even more weird if someone was talking about Madison.
On the other hand, it does appear to be an exit, so that's good.
There's also a door at the other end of the hallway, it seems.
Isn't that the door we came in?
No, there's another one.
No, at the opposite end of the hallway.
Oh, okay. I don't like this boat very much, but I
We-
like
we-
Swamp a lot less.
I used to like this boat. There, it wasn't that long ago even.
I do apologize, young lady from the pizza shop. I don't think I caught your name.
I'll kind of quickly look around to see if there's anything that can make to be a fake name at the moment, and just quickly
My
get me up
name
a
is
site.
Blizzard.
Gecko.
You know what? At this
Swamp.
point, I'm Autumn. She'll hold out her hand.
John will shake your hand. It's Jonathan Merrow.
Why are you so timid for such a giant person?
What? I don't. I wouldn't. I certainly. I don't. You can't. Can you just ask people? I don't think you can just ask people. I should take these.
I mean,
things and
I did though. I did. You know,
Yes, you did.
I'll kind of nod a bit. If it's one thing you should keep from Pedro, it's confidence. So are you going to take us out into this swamp, or are we going to go in the hallway?
Well, team. Squad.
I mean, we're not exactly equipped to go wading through a swamp.
And there's leeches in there, probably.
Yes, I was about to say leeches, not a fun time.
But
Nor snapping turtles or alligators or,
what time of day is it in the swamp? You're muted.
Sunset.
Okay.
Sunset.
Sherry's
Okay.
gonna pull out her flashlight and shine it over across the water and see if she sees any red little dots in it.
No, it just looks spooky.
Okay. Well, there are at least no gators right in the immediate area.
well, none at the surface at least.
That is
Um,
fair.
Don, do you have your phone?
Yes.
John asks this after he does the traditional pat down to see where he left his phone and can't find it. Can you get GPS? Do you know where we are?
Don actually, he's more, he's had to go through a couple of swamps to get to a mountain to go mountaineering, but he's more familiar with the actual mountains. So there's a chance he's going to fail this miserably, but he kind of looks at the plant life and stuff and tries to see first if he can gather a location from that. So I'm guessing that would be a naturalist roll.
Yeah, naturalist.
Probably gonna fail that miserably. 9. Yep.
It's a swamp.
Yep. It's a swamp.
Shrek might be out there.
Yeah. So he's gonna check his phone for a GPS reading, but he's not looking very hopeful.
There is no GPS reading.
Yeah. No, I got nothing on GPS, which is par for the course.
Right. I just thought it might be possible now that we have an actual location. Right. Well, if we don't want the swamp, then I suppose the other option is the other door.
Yep, I guess so. I hope it doesn't.
But no, we should go back to the original door because now we have all of the ingredients for the ritual.
Oh, right. We don't want the boat to be weird and broken forever.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be nice. Fixing it would be good, or at least being able to get out of it, barring that.
And I feel like between myself, you, and Autumn, Sherry, we probably can manage to perform it.
I'm willing to give it a try.
I'll shift a little uncomfortably. if it'll break this demon cage.
That would be the goal.
I'll help
Well, what do
however I
you-
can.
So are you leaving the room or?
Yes, John is going to gather a few more ingredients he thinks might come in handy for the future, considering like the spells he has written down in his research section, and just like tuck them into his shoulder bag.
Is anybody going to roll any kind of hearing or gut feeling or before
Yes.
exiting?
Yes.
Yes.
Sherry's gonna roll gut feeling, especially as we're going past, or sorry, in looking in direction of the other end of the hall, that door.
Yeah, gut feeling as well. I got a 20.
I got a 19.
What did I get? Also a
So-
19.
20.
Okay, so Nina's not in the hallway. And there's like a rune circle on the other door. Not the door to the boat, but the other door.
John will go investigate. He loves a rune circle.
Hey, if this is a cage, what if we're not the only thing it's keeping in?
I was gonna say, why would a demon cage be working on us?
How do I?
Hey, John knows everything in the known universe.
with a
At
roll
least
like
in
that?
regards to this subject.
Did Autumn roll too?
9. Autumn just rolled for gut feeling. I wanted to know if she felt a particular type of way being trapped in here with the runes. Does her magic and things like that still work?
It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't feel, it's just familiar, but it's not terrible for you. It might be for everybody else.
Okay.
But especially like the door, it leads to it. Basically, it's like a demon layer behind the door.
Thank you. John, I'll follow John to the door to investigate the room with him.
Yeah. Autumn will definitely notice he seems really reliant on this notebook. Like he's writing everything down, he is looking everything up.
I'll watch you flip through the notebook and look at the rune. I doubt that I would actually know what the rune is. More of a feeling of what's on the other side.
Yeah.
So I think I would just watch you try to figure it out for now. Autumn doesn't seem like the kind of person who easily joins groups of folks.
Yeah. Cool. So it's a nat 20, Nikki, which brings me up to a 33. I think a 33 or 34.
He really does know everything.
Apparently, dear God, the random number generator has been so kind to me today. I'm so scared.
You know what? You've been getting really, really good rolls. So you would know that that is a door to a demon lair, and it will remind you of some sort of story where there was a demon lair and a weird I don't want to say boat because that's too specific, but like a building, and it would swallow people.
Right. Okay. Well, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is, thankfully, I already did a research topic on this a few years ago when I was doing a deep dive for a different project. Anyway, but so I know exactly what it is. The bad news is, you know how, Sherry, you were like, I can do pretty much anything as long as it's not Monster House?
No, don't say that.
It is Monster House.
Okay, so that means we gotta find the dead lady in the basement and blow her up.
Whoa, what?
The runic circle here is there's a demonic lair behind it. This entire building is essentially a bit like those the pitcher plants where something gets caught at the beginning and it's sort of drawn down to feed the thing trapped in the bottom.
Oh,
So
Well,
should we
that's,
lead out the
lovely.
swamp door?
Well, I think we should go back to the main area, break the curse that is keeping us within the boat. It shouldn't affect the demonic lair at all. It is just the holding the things inside for it to be eaten. Essentially, what we would be doing is cutting off the top of the pitcher plant so that the ants that are trapped inside can climb out, but not releasing the thing that's at the bottom. Like it wouldn't change the fact that it's a pitcher plant. Does that make sense?
Yes, but also no.
Excellent.
Very roundabout, but I guess so. Like,
I don't know
glance
very
at-
much about pitcher plants.
They're fascinating.
How about ant lions?
I know a little
Yeah.
about those. They're weird.
Yeah, maybe like that. Help the ants out. The ant lion stays at the bottom and can go screw itself. Let's get the hell out of here.
As for where Nina has gone, no idea.
I hope it was up and out and not. Well, she couldn't have gotten
Down.
into the door because the door didn't open. We didn't hear the door open.
No, we didn't hear the door open.
Probably would have heard the door open if it had been opened. So let's go. and
Would
just
we have
find-
though?
That it
I'm
would
going
make
upstairs now.
sense.
Well, then
I
you didn't
mean-
hear the people where they came from.
Preferably, I mean, as long as she didn't go through the demon door, that would be preferable.
And if she did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nina. I don't think we can follow.
We did say not to split up.
Sherry's gonna go and try and get back to that first area we were in, open that door, and if Nina's not there, she's just gonna be like, oh no.
Yeah, she's not there.
Bad news. Bad.
Yes.
Bad news. She's
Demon
not
door?
out here.
yeah, I thought so.
That's great.
But we're not really
Well-
equipped to fight a right.
Yes. We're not equipped for demon fighting.
You don't have a demon spell in your book there.
Not one that I would feel comfortable trying to use. I'm 6 foot something of uncooked pasta. You seem very intimidating, Autumn, but Sherry, as far as I know, is a researcher with very little practical knowledge of dealing with such things, and Don is a scientist. But we're not really set up as ready to go to war with a hell beast.
So it's your first year. Okay. I mean, sink or swim, right? She'll kind of try to open the door to see if it'll open.
The demon
See
door.
Sherry trying to
Yes, the demon door.
behind the other door, like
John
You
just
are
like, I've
able-
only known Nina like one day and she's really mean. We can just leave. We can just fucking leave.
You're able to just you all see Autumn just disappear.
Oh dear.
and that's why we didn't hear the door open, because it didn't.
And Autumn
All right.
end up on the other side. You can see like a demon layer.
Okay. Can I see the exit where I just came from?
Yes.
I will poke my head back through and kind of gesture and then go back in.
Well, that means that you can leave out of it once you're in, I guess.
Why would we go in there?
Yes, that is a good question. And the other thing is it going to be like the boat where as soon as we all came into the boat, the door is shut and wouldn't let us out?
Hey, what if we just go open the boat door
Yes.
ritual, and then we can maybe come deal with that?
I think Sherry has an excellent point, which is that we shouldn't die.
Yeah, that seems like a good plan.
I will take a step back, so I'm halfway between each and kind of like weird split visioning. Okay, y'all do the ritual. and I'll make sure that she does not come running this way while you're doing it. If you don't think this door will close, do you?
I really couldn't say.
Okay, I'll just risk it.
Wait, hey, before you go, and Sherry like digs in her bag and pulls out some rope. Maybe this will, I sure hope it doesn't just sever, but it'll be like with the Minotaur and the string.
Oh, yes, very smart.
You had to talk about Minotaur. Never mind.
There's something else we can try at the very least with this door. Sherry, if you wouldn't mind, and John will ferret through his bag and pull out some rock salt and dried rose petals and some frankincense, and sort of give them to Sherry and be like, all right, so there's like an alarm spell you can set up that tells you if something moves. If we put it across the door line, then if it closes, it'll disturb the line and we'll know.
That seems like a much better idea. I will slip back into the hallway with you.
How do I do that?
And John will flip through his bullet journal, fold out a stuck down sticky note and be like, you just have to mix them together while you chant this and then put them down. I don't, just give it a shot. And I'll hold up the book so Sherry can see his very neat little diagram and description.
What is this word here? And she's gonna fumble through this. Okay.
Excelsior. Yes.
All right. Excelsior. That's okay. Right. She's gonna do her level best, and
she actually doesn't fall asleep.
Okay.
I think you really have sort of a natural gift for this.
Y'all continue to impress me in spite of the chaos that has come with you.
So I can't even argue with that. I can't even. Okay, so while that's doing that and doesn't break, hopefully, we're going to do the other one and break that one on purpose, and the boat will be fixed. Right, Dawn?
Look, I know nothing, next to nothing about spells and demons and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
Hopefully. Trying's our best bet. So
who said that?
No, that was me.
Okay.
Sorry.
Who said that? You want to catch me slipping? Sorry. I heard you, GM. Yeah. Nina's not here. Who are you?
All right. So I guess we are splitting the party against our best efforts.
Are you doing the spell?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to give this to y'all, and I'm going to say, when you do all of the spells, unless you have something special planned for it, any of you.
No.
Okay.
I figure it's like John organizing it and Sherry performing it.
Yeah. The boat just kind of transforms into a really shiny and futuristic kind of console that Don would recognize. And there's more doors, there's stairs. It's just this huge, giant room that should not be in a little tiny boat. The spell doesn't go off with the salt and the rose petals. It's just, you fix the boat.
This place is actually pretty nice.
Dawn looks visibly relieved.
What does the Australia button do?
Last time apparently it went pretty much straight to Kylie Minogue's vacation house.
Who's Kylie Minogue?
A pop star.
Apparently there was
she did Can't Get You Out of My Head.
Why
I'm
her
completely
house
blanking on that one.
specifically?
I don't know. Something about a recording studio and like a magic song.
Interesting.
Oh, I
She
hope
also-
we don't
yeah.
have to do anything with magic songs. I can't carry a tune to save my life.
I can play the dulcimer, but that's
That's
not
very
really
impressive.
singing.
So the boat is fixed, but the exit is still sealed.
Yes.
I think I would kind of point this out to everybody. So your boat's nice and all, but y'all, we're still stuck in here. I don't know.
This is not our boat.
Well, I mean, you can try, try
mean-
the door again. Try the boat door. I thought you meant the demon door. Sorry.
I think
Maybe
Sherry
I'm wrong.
will attempt to open the door. Is it still?
If you try to have somebody strong open it.
I have any strength?
We'll try.
Do you?
And I got a 4.
I do not.
My muscles
no.
failed.
Like,
John
Sherry's
will
gonna
try, but he
yeah.
has so little going on in mind.
Oh, Sherry managed
Sherry
to
got
20.
it.
Okay.
Sherry killed it.
So Autumn, you cannot open this door, but Sherry just Sherry just opens it so easily, like she's a Disney princess or something.
I almost feel like something very weird is going on in this. Okay, no, I definitely know something weird is going on in this town because that is. You're definitely stronger than me.
Yeah, it must have been a trick with the door or something. I don't know what happened there.
Maybe you just gripped wrong or something. Or
Yeah,
you
that-
loosened it.
Yeah, that's
John
probably
John
what it was.
suggests.
Forget what I said about you earlier, John. You're not that bad.
Thank you. Wait, what did you say about me earlier?
Don't ask. I would kind of like to see if this thing is working though.
What does it do when it's working?
Oh, travel through space time.
What? Like,
And
like Doctor
let me make
Who?
sure. Let me make sure the pizza shop is locked first before you do that. I'm just gonna start climbing quickly out.
I'd
I mean,
quite
I was
like
only
to
gonna go
do the
back.
doppelganger.
I was only going to go back long enough to see you throw a garlic knot at your head.
It wasn't my head. It was
Yeah,
imposter.
the doppelganger. Baby steps given the weirdness.
Right, but perhaps do let Autumn.
Right.
Yes, just in
of
case something
course.
goes wrong. Just in case.
So you're gonna look outside?
Yeah, I probably need to lock my pizza shop up. I have a lot of money in there just sitting on a table that my employees may or may not have stolen at this point.
Yeah, you can lock the pizza shop up. That'll be
Okay,
nice.
cool. I'll quickly do that. I'll grab my bag from inside and then run out and lock everything and head back to the boat.
John is eating a garlic knot.
So you will notice that guy stuck more posters up over top of his other posters.
Wait,
Oh.
Pedro or the other dude?
Pedro, he stuck
Okay.
more over.
Man, that Pedro is persistent. I'll say as I climb back into the boat.
Yeah, that's a word for it. Dawn by this point has put in the coordinates to basically keep them in the same place but go back just a few minutes, just far enough for the sniper shot garlic knot, just to test and see if the thing works.
It does work.
Oh, perfect. So they all get to go back in time a few minutes and see it happen.
Yes.
John goes bright red and sinks below the level of the window, so he doesn't have to
That
see.
was a really nice shot, though.
Dawn
Yeah, that was a pretty
kinda
good throw.
whistles and says, "Nice throw."
Yes, well, I did play cricket in school, I suppose.
So are we just gonna forget about your friend Nina? I mean,
No.
Yes, ideally we'd find out where the hell
Maybe-
Nina is, but is the hallway behind us still the same, or
It's not. There's a staircase there now. I'm just going to say that the door is down there, but it's like at the very bottom of the stairs behind a bunch of other places.
Didn't Nina say that Janie sometimes just comes and picks her up? John will suggest, like, maybe she disappeared because she left.
Janie does have a bedroom in this boat. I think I'm gonna check there
Okay.
first.
There is nobody in there, but the bed is not made. It's not spinning or anything, but it's not made.
I have so many questions.
Last season,
I don't. Makes sense.
Yeah, that was a Garther
Arthur like
picture.
walked down there and he was like, "Oh yeah, the bed spins."
Yeah, it's circular and it spins.
Where's that music coming from?
Yeah, Dawn's also gonna check if that cache of futuristic weapons is still there, just in case they need them later.
Yes, it is.
He kind of looks in. He's like, "Very nice, good." That checks out.
Those look very violent.
Oh yeah, my friend might have grabbed a plasma rifle that malfunctioned.
A
rather
plasma
badly.
rifle.
Yes.
But that doesn't seem safe.
It wasn't. It malfunctioned. He fixed it. He has since fixed it.
There's a lot of weapons in that room. Like, why would one person need this many weapons?
Why would one person need any weapons? John will say to himself.
Self-defense mostly.
Right.
In Autumn, you would see some like kind of demon, not demon blades, but well, yeah, I'm gonna just call them demon blades.
I'll take some blades, sure. I think I had to steal them because they were shiny and on the wall. And I guess I'll pluck those off the wall and look at Dawn.
What are you doing?
Oh, I mean, just look over there for a second. It's
I mean,
okay.
Wait,
It's
why
okay.
are you? No, it's not okay. Why are you taking large, scary knives off the
Everything-
wall?
Dawn just looks at Autumn
Everything
and
is
says, "Take
okay.
it, take it."
No, that's terrible. Why are you taking those? Are you going to kill somebody?
we might have to kill this demon if it's got our Nina trapped
Yeah,
in
see?
it.
Okay.
Yes,
I
I'm
feel
totally
like
not
our
taking
Nina
these
is
for the
very
resale.
strong. We've known her for maybe one day, and she's very mean.
I specify hours because from our timeline, I hours, not
Right.
alternate
Yes,
Nina or doppelganger Nina or
Yes, I suppose.
whatever her doppelganger calls herself that isn't Nina.
And Anin?
Well, I mean, yours is calling itself Pedro, so
Yeah, true.
I
I just- I'm-
but I don't know.
I'm just a bit concerned at the amount of weapons that are here. I understand
Oh, and
sometimes.
Ben has added to the stockpile.
I feel that having weapons may be best if we're gonna go try and save your friend in the demon lair. Because I'm not gonna go do it.
Right. Yes. Demon.
Oh.
Demon. Yes. Demon. It makes sense. Weapons are
I'll
sensible.
hand John one of the two knives.
where
He looks so sad, but he takes it. So I suppose I don't know how to use it, but I suppose.
I mean,
John,
just
you would know how to use it. It's
Yep.
got like it's a demon blade, and you know everything about demons apparently.
I do, but also he has literally no weapons training.
look,
He was
if
just
something
bad
comes
about
at you, you just,
Stab it
That's-
with the pointy end?
yeah, it's real simple.
Right.
But make sure you
Well,
give it
that-
back to me because it looks expensive and I want to make sure that I have both for the set. I know a guy.
Oh.
I just,
Well, when we're done here, surely we should return them.
I mean, uh,
Don't you own a very
mean-
successful pizza shop?
I'm
And someone just bribed you with $5,000.
I'm just a branch manager, and that $5,000 is going to go to. Look, don't judge me for what I do, okay? Everyone has their
I feel like
passions.
theft shouldn't be anyone's passion, really.
I feel like we should find Nina. And time is probably of the
And
essence.
John is just sort of trotting along behind Autumn, Jiminy cricketing, basically.
There is, among other things in there is a shoulder-mounted rocket launcher, and it looks like it has been fired before.
I remember that.
I feel like
Oh, dear.
Sherry looks at that, goes, okay, and then moves past it because that's not something I'm going to be able to use. I'd try and I just get thrown across the room probably.
Don kind of glances at Don kind of glances at it and goes, "Oh, it's zero recoil. Ben loves that thing." Like really casually. As it walks back out in the hallway.
Well, if it doesn't have recoil and we're gonna fight a demon.
Oh, huge splash damage. Probably not great in an enclosed space.
Okay, never mind. Why am I
Just
doing
make sure y'all
this?
grab something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don
grab-
does look for he knows Ben added some homemade thermite grenades in here.
There's also just a chair mounted on the wall like it's a weapon.
Yes.
And I want to say, since
Is
you
it
are in
just
the
a chair?
magic weapon room, you can all find one item or weapon that you want. I mean, other than what you've already picked up, you can find one more thing that you want to find. It could be anything, literally anything.
I don't think you want me to find what I want to find because
No,
it would
go.
be so overpowered.
No, it's okay.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it.
John is
I'll get
taking
something else.
a pen that can write on any surface.
Okay. It's got a restaurant menu on the side of it.
Okay.
I think Sherry finds a slingshot that can probably make anything you yeeted from it into an actual viable weapon.
Okay, just make sure you write it down.
Okay. I'm typing it as magic slingshot.
Okay.
Making me think on the spot here. Oh, my brain just shut down.
Yeah, mine did too.
Well, you can, like, if you decide it later, you can write it down too. You just have one free item or whatever.
I think I would find a shield that is this slightly bigger than her torso, looks extremely heavy, and the front of it looks like an old school clock face
Cool.
That's perfect.
with the same runes that are on her back tattoo kind of engrave the edges. And she seems fixated on it for a second and then kind of hoists it onto her shoulder.
Okay, you find it, and underneath of it is I'm going to say some like somebody left their, like, not, I was gonna say earrings. It's like a trinket that somebody left on there, purple.
Okay.
Like they forgot about it.
I'll pick that up and kind of pocket it as well without anyone else noticing.
Okay, you know what? It's a pocket watch.
Okay. Yeah, I'll slip that into my pocket as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having trouble deciding, so I'm gonna have Don grab something and slip it into his jacket.
Okay.
Because the BFG 9000 is not coming with us to this game.
The perfect demon slayer. Hope we have some metal to go with it.
I figure as soon as we enter the demon lair, doom music just starts playing.
Oh, BFG division goes with everything.
Can I change my thing?
Yeah.
Can I make it a musical instrument?
Oh,
Can
does
we
it
have our
dulcimer?
own theme music?
Yes.
No, it's one of those backpacks with the speakers in so that you can like hook your aux cord up to it.
Yes.
But it's a
I don't
metallic purple color. Sorry.
What?
It's metallic purple color.
Nice. I don't know what it does, but
Very
I
early
picked it up.
2000s.
There's a lot of purple everywhere.
Yeah, there is a lot of purple in the boat.
Right. So shall we rescue Nina?
If everyone else is ready.
I'm as ready as I can be.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Dawn kind of glances at Autumn. You seem to know an unusual amount about this and kind of walked in there. Did you see anything get a vibe for anything that's in there?
She'll be putting on a black oversized Gundam wing hoodie as you're talking to her, because that strap for that shield's cutting into her shoulder. I mean, besides it looking spooky and demon lair-like, I didn't get to see very much. I came back pretty quick when y'all said you weren't going to go with me. But I'd say we stick together. That's usually good for folks who don't know very much about demons.
Well, I mean, access to the weapon room, the armory, generally helpful.
Definitely, I'm surprised at the amount of things you have in here. And she'll kind of twitch a little bit, looking at things she could slip into her bag.
Sorry, I only gave you one weapon.
Nikki, because I figured out what type of runic circle it was on the door to hold the demon, can that help me narrow down what kind of demon it is? Like, as I flick through my notebook, like as we head back down there?
Yes, kind of. You know that Nina is probably definitely back there because they just take people sometimes. What are you just trying to figure out how to get an idea of what's going to happen?
Yeah, a bit. Like, will it be a fire demon, an ice demon? Is it the sort of thing that has a glowing weak spot? Is it the kind of thing where we just need to like hold it off while we grab Nina and then run away? Like,
it's more like a trickster demon.
A trickster demon. All right. John will mention that.
Is its name Pedro?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's any demons named that, but it could be. Who knows?
It's a trickster demon. I suggest we have some way of telling who's who before we go in there.
My time has come. And she opens up the silver Sharpie.
Do we all put our hands together and you make a special friendship sign?
As tempting as it is, though, she intends to like put like a small mark somewhere that is not visible and would therefore be hard to just be like, oh yes, I also have that. But then again, that other guy had your scars and everything, so might not work, but
it might. Or we have a code word.
I think both might be a good idea. A
Yeah, why not-
temporary mark
why
and a
not
code
both?
word.
Yes, let's do both.
what was the word you said, Dawn?
I just said why not both?
Okay. I thought you said pineapples, and I was like, okay, that's an option.
I like pineapples. It's unlikely to come up in casual conversation. We say it's the plural because then if someone
says it but doesn't hear it quite fully, they might just say the singular. So pineapples. More than one pineapple. Perhaps.
Here you go.
I mean, it's as good a code word as any.
I'll put in my right hand. All right, pineapples it is. Can you draw a pineapple that goes across our whole hands so that when we unite?
Powers combined make pineapple.
Exactly.
Are we gonna summon? Are we gonna summon Captain Pineapple?
This is not John laughing. I am just so tickled by this as a concept.
Captain Pineapple.
Eat the rest of us.
Okay, and so Sherry starts attempting to scribble a pineapple across our hands.
Our hands all joined together.
Actually,
Beautiful.
I don't know how well she succeeds. Let me.
Oh,
Okay, no, she's got some points in art. She can probably manage it.
Are you gonna roll it?
Oh, sure. That's a 26. I think she managed.
like SpongeBob drawing the face. Just perfect.
No, it looks like it looks like you all have pineapple tattoos. That's how good she did.
It's like on this hand, it's like, what's this weird scale pattern? And then somebody else's hand, what's this funky, like ridgy, ribby, like what's going on there? And then you put it
works
together
perfectly.
Again, impressed.
That turned out better
Such
than I thought it would.
specific skills.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just said, let's put all these skills together that are not combat, but like she should probably have at least a little bit of something in there. But these random skills that will no way ever possibly come up in game.
Make sure you keep
We
the
are.
Sharpie. Make sure you keep the Sharpie.
Yes, Sharpie is going in the pocket.
Don's got a couple more, but they're back in his bag at Baptiste's house. So.
But Sherry's Sharpie is special now.
Oh, good.
Magic
Oh,
Sharpie.
goodness.
It's hers now. Dawn doesn't care. She can keep it.
I'm gonna make note of that so I don't forget that I have a magic Sharpie.
Yes.
Magic marker, yes.
Like
So you want
secret tunnel, except it's magic Sharpie.
Mm.
Yeah, Sherry's just like got all kinds of magic stuff happening.
She's just
We all suddenly
lucky.
got real chill about magic.
This might as well be happening. That's where Sherry's at.
Yeah, basically. As soon as a doppelganger appeared with John's face, he's like, okay, fuck it, magic's real. Well,
So you going back to the demon layer?
are we meant to be winding up now?
Okay, yeah, we can wind up. Or I can make it fast, so.
I think this would be a good place to come back for next time.
Yeah.
Right at the entrance, yeah.
Doom music starts playing in the background.
QBFG division. Give me a
Yeah,
chance
play-
to think of what Dawn picked up.
Playing over your backpack speakers.
We walk up and at first it's like, okay, it's kind of spooky, like spooky, atmospheric, we're in an underground cave type stuff. And then it's like, is that the Doom theme?
Do I hear Mick Gordon? I suddenly feel like violencing something.
Okay, well, join us next week to find out what happens in the demon layer. What Sherry can do with the marker. If I'm going to be impressed again. John
I feel
will be
like-
top of this.
John accidentally did all of his best things with Autumn knowing him for like half an hour. She is only going to be disappointed from this point on.
Oh, that
And Willie
was
rescue Nina.
that was fantastic. So yeah, that's where we're gonna end our session for this evening. Before we go, I want to let everybody say what their favorite parts were and where we can find them, and anything they want to share or plug. And I'll mention a few things about our sponsors one more time before we head out. So let's go opposite of how we started, and we'll start with Nikki. What was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
I'm going to have to say the garlic knot. Like the perfectly aimed garlic knot. was just really, it was just fun. The whole thing was fun. We all are great players. I'm glad you're dealing with me just kind of throwing stuff at you pretty well.
Improvise is the best way to go.
And I'll try to update my Twitter where I'll be next. At JDPop7575.
All right. M, favorite part, where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
Well, I mean, the garlic knot. But also just
Play of the game.
the John confrontation, the John Pedro confrontation in general, like the how dare you, but also like the timid but absolutely indignant how dare you. The whole thing though was great. Yeah, you can find me at Timberdoodles on Twitter. I do digital art. I'm also in a D&D campaign, Champions of the Fae, on the Black Feather Twitch channel. That's Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. So you can catch me there. And I am, again, super hyped for next Friday.
Awesome. Ran, favorite part, where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
Yeah, so I'm Ran. I'm on Twitter at Ran Plays Games. My favorite parts. Okay, so Autumn just insisting that John was Pedro even after Pedro showed up and they had their confrontation was very, very good. All of it was very, very good. I also really liked Sherry the whole time. Did really excellent work, just being like, oh yeah, okay, this might as well have, oh, we could leave Nina, we haven't known her that long. Was very, very funny. So I enjoyed all of that very much. Usually I play a D&D stream on Mondays my time, which is Sundays your time as well, but we're not on this week. So the next time you can find me is here. And I'm afraid that I have to leave you guys now. I have to duck out a little bit early, but thank you all.
No worries. All right. Forta, favorite part, where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
There were so many great parts this episode, but I think my favorite part was we opened swamp, we closed swamp. You can find me on Twitter at FortaFair. There's no dash in between. I do illustration from time to time. Lately, I've been live streaming an attempt at a Nuzlocke, a randomized black Nuzlocke, and it's going badly. I'm down to one Pokemon.
Oh,
I'm not gonna make it past the first gym. And I play tabletop games a lot on Polished Cryptid's channel. So you can catch me there tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And actually, you can catch me and Nikki over there tomorrow Eastern time. And then I'm there as well on Tuesdays, really early though, and soon to be Thursdays really early. So I don't imagine a lot of anybody will drop by for it. But if you're up at 5 a.m. and have time to just listen in, swing by.
Awesome. And then Goo Honey, favorite part, where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
I had a few favorite parts for sure. But I think it had to be paired with Sherry having the two moments of like perfect spellcraft and then perfect art drawing, when the rest of the time it seemed like everyone was just scrambled the entire time. And then it's like, oh, something needs to be done, perfectly done. So, and it keeps happening with John and everyone else. So I'm interested to see how the dynamic continues for everything to just fall into place for these folks. And it's very uncanny, but awesome at the same time. I'm X the Transient, also known as Goo Honey. Follow me as at X the Transient on Twitter. I'm the founder of Goo Honey Comics and a freelance illustrator focusing on character design and safe for work art. I also do commissions for TTRPG character design. If you want to commission me for that, you can find me on Twitter. Outside of that, you can find me on Tuesdays with Emily and Raven and part of our Champions of the Fae game with our awesome D&D group. That's over on the Twitch channel. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central. And then you can find me here in this awesome horror game on Friday nights. So I also can't wait till next week.
Awesome. All right. Well, before we end out, just a few words about our sponsors. We got Fundamental RPG. It's a session that's used for this game. It's a simple D20 system. It's not genre specific, so you can actually use it to play anything you'd like, from high fantasy to sci-fi and everything in between. You can pick up the physical copies on Amazon or the PDFs at coffee.com/raven, like it's spelled at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. You can also pick up a quick play guide for free at coffee.com/raven if you want to try it out before you buy it. Also go check out Die Hard Dice at dieharddice.com. It's another one of our sponsors. They sell amazing polymer and metal dice sets and accessories. Highly recommend checking out the Embers Kazan set right now. It's a metal set with like dragon scales on it, and it looks incredible. If you use the code FUNRPG, all capital letters, all one word, you can get 10% off of your order as well. And if you want to catch up on this show or any others that we've had on YouTube or over on our Twitch channel, you can do so right here. Just go to the Black Feather Guild channel and look for the playlist, and you can see all the different shows that we've had, or the ones that are still running as well. So yeah, you can check that out there. And you can also check some of our stuff out on the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. I think that is all for us. So be sure to check us out on twitch.tv/Raven. That's RAVVYN at 6 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow for the next episode of Animus Absentis. And that'll be it for this week. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.